Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, March 6. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JIS, has provided well-needed equipment to the University of the West Indies Earthquake Unit at Mona. The donation was done under the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project, DVRP, which is funded by the Jamaican government through a $30 million loan agreement with the World Bank. $83 million was spent to purchase the equipment, which is expected to strengthen the earthquake unit's ability to monitor and respond to seismic activity.
We have purchased a number of key seismic equipment, such as 10 digital seismometers, which will measure an earthquake's magnitude, depth, and epicenter. We've also purchased 30 accelerographs, and these will measure the horizontal force of an earthquake acting on a building. We've also procured 72 Ethernet radios with antennas, and this will transmit the data in real time from the seismic stations to the central recording station, which is at the Mona campus.
The Environment and Project Officer for the DVRP was providing the update at a recent JIS think tank. She revealed that other telecommunications and laboratory equipment will also be provided to the earthquake unit. As part of the project, a junior research fellow at UWI will earn a scholarship to pursue a doctorate degree in seismology, and JIS will provide funding support for the training of staff at the earthquake unit. Jamaica's hosting of the 35th FAO Regional Conference for Latin America and the Caribbean has resulted in a framework cooperation agreement to fund cassava production in the region. The grant funding agreement was signed between the Food and Agriculture Organization and the Caribbean Development Bank in St. James on Monday. It will make $1.2 million available to support the cassava industry market assessment and technology validation and dissemination project in Dominica, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. The initiative will facilitate market assessments and the testing of improved cassava varieties and production systems. The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, PCJ, says the oil exploration in Jamaican waters is now moving to the 3D seismic surveys phase. At a recent JIS think tank, PCJ officials said this process would begin in March by Tullow Oil Limited off the south coast between Pedro Banks and Portland Cottage.
We're hoping that once this is completed, the Tullow would have seen more positive indicators subsurface that would hopefully guide them towards maybe drilling a well in probably beyond 2020.
Results under the previous 2D seismic surveys revealed 2 oil seeps. Group General Manager at the PCJ, Winston Watson, says it was tested and proven to be crude oil, and discussions are underway to chart the way forward.
So now you have to do more detailed seismic work to determine where it's coming from, and then from 2D again you probably go 3D, or if you're comfortable you may go straight to 3D, depending on what you see and how much you see coming out of the ground.
The 3D survey will continue under the 2014 production sharing agreement with the PCJ. The process will capture 3D imagery of rock layers beneath the seafloor to identify potential oil and gas reserves. National Security State Minister Pernell Charles Jr. says behavioral and social changes are being witnessed among girls enrolled in the A New Path program. The program is being carried out in juvenile correctional institutions, offering classes such as music, art, and yoga.
If we are able to replicate what we're trying to do here, outside of these walls, I have no doubt that we can really solve many of the challenges we face, and that we can, in a successful way, have sustainable reductions in crime and violence and increased productivity.
The state minister was speaking during a recent tour of the South Camp Juvenile Correctional and Remand Center for Girls. A former inmate who has gotten over serious anger issues is now a successful beneficiary of a $500,000 grant from the Pitch It component of the program to start her hair salon.
Operating a social business which is a kiddie salon, is the only kiddie salon in this town. So it will be marketable.
A New Path is being implemented by the Department of Public Security of the Organization of American States in collaboration with the Trust for Americas and UNAIDS. And finally, the Electoral Office of Jamaica successfully held 2 by-elections yesterday for a new Member of Parliament and councillor. After polling more votes than the PNP's Keisha Hale, the JLP's Dr. Nigel Clark is set to represent the St. Andrew North Western constituency in Parliament. He is replacing former Minister and Member of Parliament Derek Smith, who retired in January after 29 years in the seat. Yesterday's second by-election was to elect a new councillor for the Norman Gardens division in the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation. The municipal corporation seat went to the PNP's Jacqueline Lewis, who secured more votes than the JLP's Headley Wilson. That by-election became necessary when the former councillor Angela Brown Burke resigned to successfully secure a seat in the House of Representatives. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.